Hello good citizens, Ryan, mild-mannered chef here, and today we're making smoky chicken enchiladas. So today's recipe uses the gold mine of the refrigerator, leftover. A few weeks back, we smoked some chicken with Sean Thatcher down at the Thatcher Barbecue Company, and we had a lot of the pulled chicken left over. I put it into little freezer bags and froze some of it, and I pulled one of them out and let it thaw overnight so that we could use it in our recipe today. We're also going to make enchilada sauce from scratch, and then we're going to whip up a nice avocado cream to go with it. To start our enchilada sauce, we need some dried chilies. We're going to kind of make our own chili paste here. I've got a couple of different kinds. This is an ancho, which is a smoked and dried poblano, chipotle for a little bit of heat, and then some of these are guajillo, which will give us that very traditional kind of chili powder flavor. What I'm going to do is take the stems off of them and then dump the seeds out. You could leave the seeds in; they are edible, but they carry a lot of bitterness, and we don't want that. So let's get the seeds out. So once we have the seeds out, I'm going to tear these into some smaller pieces, but I want to toast them a little bit in just a dry pan. There's no oil in this pan at all. I just want to soften the chilies a little, make them a little easier to grind. So I want to warm these up a little bit to soften them. I'm going to add a little bit of water. You could use vegetable or chicken stock if you wanted. I'll let that come up to a simmer. Now that we got a nice simmer going, I'm going to go ahead and throw in a few smashed cloves of garlic, using 3 good-sized ones here. I'm going to kill the heat and just let this sit for 5 or 10 minutes or so, just to sort of steep. We're kind of making like a chili tea at this point. So to our blender, we're going to add the liquid. The chilies, the garlic, it all just goes in the blender. 2 teaspoons of cumin. A teaspoon of granulated garlic. Half a teaspoon of Mexican oregano. A 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And a nice healthy pinch of kosher salt. 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. To finish our enchilada sauce, we're actually going to make a roux, and I'm using olive oil here. This oil is infused with chili. It's about 3 tablespoons or so, and the same amount of flour. Whisk in a little bit of water. Just to get the thickening started. Using a whisk will help keep it from being lumpy. We'll add our blended chili paste. Now the roux will thicken, and we're going to bake these as well, so it'll thicken more in the oven. So you want this to be slightly loose, a little more liquidy than you might think. It will absorb into the enchiladas as well as thicken in the oven too. I'm going to add a little more water, I think. And I also thought, since we are using smoked chicken from Thatcher's, we're going to use some of their hot barbecue sauce just to re-emphasize the smoke flavor. We'll go ahead and add our chicken in and heat it in the sauce. This chicken is already fully cooked, so we just need to reheat it. So we're ready to build our enchiladas. First I'm going to spray our baking dish. We're also going to add not only the chicken, but this queso Chihuahua cheese. It's from the Chihuahua region of Mexico. It's kind of a stringy cheese, a very good melting cheese. If you can't find Chihuahua at your local grocery store or big box store, Monterey Jack would work great for this. So what I'm going to do, since I don't like undersauced enchiladas, so I'm actually going to dip my enchiladas in the sauce, add some chicken, don't add too much or you won't be able to roll them, some queso Chihuahua, roll them up, put them in seam side down. I'm using flour tortillas. You could definitely use corn tortillas for this. Then we want to pour some more of this sauce over the top. A little more of that queso Chihuahua. So this goes in a 350-degree oven for about 20 minutes or so. I just want to make sure that the center of each of these reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit. That'll make it nice and safe, and then get this cheese nice and melty on top as well. So now we're going to make a creamy avocado salsa. We're going to need 2 avocados, and some lime juice, good hefty handful of cilantro, and add a little water to help it blend, kosher salt. Taste. Oh yeah. Perfect. I'm going to put a little of the enchilada sauce down. I'm going to go in with a little more with that good barbecue sauce. And then our avocado cream. A little sour cream. Lime wedges. Cilantro on here. Nice fresh radish. There it is. Smoked chicken enchiladas. It's good leftovers. Oh man. Smoke on the chicken is really, really tasty. Just as good as it was before. The sauce is nice and rich. It's got some good heat to it from the chipotles. The barbecue sauce is adding a nice sweetness. And then all that creamy avocado sauce. It's so rich but bright at the same time. It's delicious. Cheesy, chicken, spicy, sweet. It's everything you could want. Well, good citizens, thank you so much for tuning in today. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit like or subscribe. It really does help us out. Feel free to leave a comment down below if there's anything you'd like to see me cook. Until next time, this is Ryan, mild-mannered chef, reminding you, not all heroes wear capes. Some wear aprons.